Agreeing to be a bridesmaid is a great honor, and it means you are loved, cherished, and wanted by the bride and the groom, of course, to contribute into their day. So, it's also very important that you also slay on that day. In this video, I'll be sharing with you tips on how you can slay as a bridesmaid. I hope you find this video helpful. Hi there beautiful, welcome to my channel. My name is Dola Disu. I am a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria, and this is my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking the subscribe button and for riding with me on this beautiful journey. Today in this video, I'll be sharing with you tips on how you can slay as a bridesmaid. I feel like as an event planner, it's always very important to not just care for the bride and the groom and the family of the bride and every other person, but also to take into cognizance the bridesmaid. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you tips on how you can slay, absolutely slay as a bridesmaid. Tip number 1, be willing and ready to forgive the bride when she becomes a bridezilla. It is always interesting to know that at some point during the wedding preparation, the bride will become a bridezilla. It is funny because you may be thinking, oh, this bride is nice, she's kind, she's thoughtful, she's cautious, she's polite. That's how all brides start up. I mean, most brides, that's how they start. But somewhere along the process of planning, of counting down towards that big day, or on the day of that big day, she's going to step on your toes. She's going to say things that may anger you or make you mad. And she may not just say these things. Sometimes they actually do act that way. It may seem like the decisions they are taking is not favoring you, or the decisions they are making is irrational. Before then, be willing and ready to forgive the bride when she becomes a bridezilla. Once you know this already in advance, on that particular day or at that moment when she does something that angers you or something that makes you mad, you are already forgiving her because you've already prepared to forgive her. Tip number 2, make friends with the other bridesmaids. When you make friends with the other bridesmaids, it helps you become a team member. It helps you become a team player. Basically, everybody's working towards the same objective, to help the bride and to slay on that day. By being friends with the other brides, you don't have to be best friends with them. Sometimes you guys may be on a train whereby the only friend you have in common is just the bride. So it's important that you are polite, that you are helpful, that you're a team player. It's important that you contribute. It is very, very necessary that you actually polite, that you are cautious. And then the funny thing is that when you are polite and you are kind to the other bridesmaid, you're also helping yourself out. You're making that environment better for you to also enjoy. By being friends with the other bridesmaid, you don't have to be best friends with them. Sometimes we say, oh, I want to be friends with this person, but in our heads we think, oh, I have to be best friends with this person. Absolutely not. There may not be so much time for you to be best friends with the other bridesmaids. You just have to be respectful, be polite, be nice. Basically, you just have to be yourself. There's nothing as important or as necessary as being yourself. Once you are yourself, it will be easy for you to get along with other bridesmaids. My third point is be a team member by helping others. When you're a team member, you know that in a team, everybody's working towards one objective. Everybody's working towards one aim. And for this particular team, everybody's working towards the wedding day, the engagement day and the wedding day and the bachelor's eve, the bridal shower, everything. I mean, you guys are going to be in the same group. You're going to be getting lots of notifications, lots of different points. It is very important that you are a team member. And being a team member means that you're going to contribute. You're not just going to be in the group and not ask questions, but you're actually going to contribute. You're going to say nice. You're not going to say nice things, but you're going to give your honest and sincere feedback. It is very, very important that by being a team member, you're helping yourself and you're helping the bride. It is very important because the bride will be needing your suggestion on a lot of things. You will need to make decisions about the dress you guys would all wear, so you need to contribute. Sometimes you just find people in groups and they're not saying anything, and when decisions have been made, they're angry. You don't want to be one of that type. We don't want to be that type of person. You want to be that person that can contribute. You want to be that person that is making contributions to the group. And by making contributions to the group also, please always ask questions. Ask questions as you go closer or as you draw closer to that day. Ask questions before that day. Ask questions way before that day, like, what hairstyle are we doing? Contribute to the discussion. That's why I said earlier that you need to contribute to the discussion. Ask yourself, okay, ask them or the person in charge of the group, or throw it to the floor and say, oh, what hairstyle are we doing? Who is doing our hair? Who is doing our makeup? What time do we need to get to the hotel? What time do we need to leave for church? What time do we need to get ready for pictures? It's very important. As a bridal train, you are going to need to appear in almost all the pictures, aside the one with the bride and the groom, but you're going to appear in a lot of pictures, so you need to ask questions so you don't get left behind or anything. My fourth point is that you should prepare for the worst. Prepare for the worst. I know that there have been a lot of planning involved in it, but see, on the day of that morning, things can go wrong. So to minimize emergencies, to minimize last minute running about, prepare ahead for things that can happen. Predict ahead. Put yourself in a position and say, oh, what can happen? Somebody's zip can go wrong. Somebody's dress can get stained by the iron. Somebody may need a new button. So the best thing to do is to have like an emergency kit. We're females, we're ladies, so you need to have like buttons, zips, needles, threads, plain colors or black colors. Just prepare for the worst. Another thing you need to prepare for while you're preparing for the worst is that you need to have in your bag, you need to have Mentos, you need to have sweets, something to refresh you, because that is going to be very long and a lot of things can go wrong. You can be left behind at the hotel, you can be left behind at the church and nobody gets to the reception because everybody's in a hurry. When you prepare for the worst, when you prepare ahead for the worst, it helps you know that if anything goes wrong, your emotions are ready to handle that day. And by preparing for the worst, nothing may even go wrong on that day, but by preparing for the worst, you're basically telling yourself, you know what, I'm putting myself into a condition or a situation whereby if anything goes wrong, I am going to be ready to handle it. My fifth point is that you should enjoy the stress. Being a bridesmaid is a lot of work. It's a lot of energy. It's very demanding. People get to only see the pictures and not see the behind the scenes. So while things may go wrong on that day, or while it may be stressful for you on that day, just enjoy the stress. Take a lot of pictures, try and smile, take a lot of selfies. It is very, very important that you take a lot of selfies. Do something that will make you fun. Do something that will make you enjoy it, so that you're not just grumpy all day. Basically, enjoy the stress. It's going to be stressful. And even before that main day, you're going to go through a lot of stress. There'll be stress of dress fitting, there'll be stress of amendments. It's going to be stressful. My sixth point is that you should be flexible. When I mean flexible, I mean in the sense that when something goes wrong, be flexible and not adamant about how to change it. Don't say, oh, this is the only way I know how to go about it. If this does not work out my way, it's not going to happen. No, that's wrong. Be flexible, be open to change, be willing to say, okay, what else, what is the next thing that we can do? If this plan is not working and somebody brings a suggestion of a plan B, be willing to stick with the plan B, or be willing to consider the plan B for the sake of the bride, because that day is one of the most important days of our life, for the sake of the bride. My final point for this bridal series is that you should dance. Yes, please go ahead and dance and dance and dance and dance. Dance with the groommen, dance with the other brides on the train. Just go ahead and dance. I mean, that day is finally here. What else is the thing that you can do wrong? Dance, 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 dance. When you dance, you relieve the stress. When you dance, you feel happy, you feel light. It's absolutely necessary that you dance. That's how to basically kill it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you find these tips very useful on how to slay as a bridesmaid. If you've ever been a bridesmaid, or you are considering being a bridesmaid, or you've slayed as a bridesmaid before, please leave your opinions, suggestions and comments in the comment section. I look forward to connecting with you. Remember that you can find me on Instagram. There's always something new, beautiful going on my Instagram page. You don't want to miss it, at Disu. On Twitter, Disu, Facebook, Disu, and absolutely Snapchat. I'm always doing something very crazy on Snapchat. So follow me on Snapchat at Disu also. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and then there'll be another video on the bridal series. Until then, have a lovely, 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 lovely day. Lots of kisses and love from here. Have a lovely day.